Hello there, good morning, welcome to today's coffee and card. Just realised I've not put my headphones in my phone and I can hear myself. Let me just sort that out. Oh, I can still hear myself. Nope, that's sorted now. Whew! How are we? I was just eating a little biscuit then, and then it went live. So have you got your coffee? Have you got your cards? Who is on this morning? I've got 5 of you on. Now, excuse me, I've got biscuits stuck in my mouth now. I'm not going to do that again. Okay, so I'm a little bit earlier today because I have got an appointment that I need to go to, unfortunately. So I wouldn't get there in time if I did it at 10:30. So I did post on my social media that I'm here at 10 today. So rather than do a pre-record, I thought, oh, I'll just pop on half an hour early. So apologies if you've missed me live because she came on at 10:30. But I am still here, and hopefully you can make the card with me, but maybe not live. So let me turn the camera around. Hopefully you can hear me now. I'll just wait for confirmation. Okay. Right, so last week we made this card. Okay. Using the papers, really using mostly just papers. Nice slimline card that fits in one of our slimline envelopes. So there you go. If you didn't see it, then please go back on my YouTube channel and have a look for week 1 of Coffee and Card. Now, before I start, just a little advert for the next round, which starts on the 4th of April. That will soon be here. It's the week before Easter. Well, it's the week of Easter, really. So we're using the Hello Irresistible suite. Here are a couple, well, 3 card ideas. I'm not decided if these are going to make it onto Coffee and Card. This one most certainly is. But yeah, I've had 2 bookings for this. You can have it with or without dies. Thank you to those who've booked so far. You're going to get half a pack of the gorgeous papers and the stamp set. And really, you only need a basic grey ink pad. I am doing this as an in-person as well on the 16th of April. So all details are on my website, which I will just pop on the bottom of the screen there. You can book there. So thank you to those who booked to come in person, because I have had a few bookings for that. And thanks to the 2 lovelies who were doing it online with me. So today's card, we are going to make this. Yes, they are the new embossing folders, Maria. I shared them on Paper Crafts and Piano a couple of weeks ago. So that's one of them. They are like the deep embossing folders. This is another one that went down very well. And then I didn't use a spotty one, but I've used it on another card. Hang on. I use it on another card a little bit later on. So there is the spotty one. This will be great for making a card for like a golfer. You could make like golf balls, I think, out of that by turning it upside down and using like the debossed side. But that's just a little idea for you there. Okay, but anyway, back onto this. Today we are going to make this card. And you should have in your kit. Why haven't I got one? Okay. Well, I'm hoping you've got one. Maybe I've put it in the other pack. Anyway, I should have done you one of these. I'm sure I did them all. But someone's watching live who's doing the class, then please do tell me that I have created you one of those. Maybe I didn't cut one out for me. That's not good. I'm sure I did because I went through it all. Anyway, right. So the papers that you need are as follows. This one for the background. And on the other side, yes, Paula, you do have one. Phew. Do you know what? I thought I'd done them. Why haven't I done one for me? Maybe it's fallen out because I don't seal my bags up. Maybe it's fallen out. So you need this piece. It's got the sort of like sad raindrops. I call this the page that's like sad raindrops because it's like stormy. I call this piece the happier raindrops because it's a little bit brighter. So we're going to use this piece. We're also going to use a piece of the happy raindrops, and then we're going to use this piece to cut out the fox. So first things first, let's cut some paper to size. Just need to remeasure because I forget. Okay. Lovely. Right, so I don't need to remeasure this one because this is a standard front of the card. So I'm going to cut it at 10.5 centimetres, not inches. That would be a rather wide piece. 10.5 by 14.8 and a bit of a sniff. So it's sort of 14.8 and a sniff. Okay, and that's going to be for the background. And then we are going to cut the happy raindrops. This is 7.5 wide by 11.8. And for those of you who are into maths and stuff, you will notice that it's 3 centimetres smaller than the other piece. I can put that away. And that piece should sit then inside the piece of white card that I've given you. Okay, that will go in there. Well, I've got 12 of you on. Please do say hi. Sorry to those of you who were expecting me at 10:30. I've got an appointment I need to go to. Okay, so that goes on there. And that's going to go on there. It's a dead easy card this week. I do get a bit trickier after this week, I think. I can't remember what next week's is. And then I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to detach the Q-tip from the papers and cut it out. We will be back on live for Paper Crafts and Piano this evening. Now, it's up to you how good you are with your cutting, but you can go right down the side of the tail into the little raincoat and round. It's not too tricky actually. Not with our supersonic paper snips. The best in the business. Oh, you're all very quiet this morning. And I know that I will have a few of my regulars may not have seen the Facebook post. Oh, hi Karen, I'm sure it is very early in Minnesota. It's even earlier because I'm on half an hour early. So it's even earlier for you. Just be careful when you're cutting out. Because there's lots of, like here, when you get to the bottom, where the fox is holding the umbrella, just be careful. Oh, hi, Kayla. Yeah, my son is in Australia. What time is it there for you, Kayla? My son is in, well, he's just outside Brisbane at the moment. He's in Bundaberg. He was in Cairns until Saturday. And there we go. So Kayla's actually just reminded me because she left me a comment. I've actually got a little bit of news in that I am leaving my job. And when I say my job, I mean at the drama school. Not Stampin' Up, no way. Someone put a comment on saying, you're not leaving Stampin' Up, are you? I was like, no, never. This glue. I've got a problem with my glue. I'm probably using the wrong one. I have two glues on the go. One of them needs a little bit of attention. 9:10. So, yeah, Kayla's reminded me, so because she commented on my new venture. So I am leaving my role at the drama school at the end of this month because I'm just finding it too much with the hours and everything. It's just too much. I'm going to miss the students terribly. I've really bonded with lots of them, and I am going to miss them terribly. And I've had some lovely comments and things, but yeah, just sometimes you have to do what's right for you. So I'm obviously going to be throwing myself back into Stampin' Up a little bit more because I have missed. I mean, obviously I've been keeping going and doing. That was you panicking, Alec. Yeah, obviously I have kept it going, but I've kept it going on what I consider to be a bit of a bare minimum. You know, I'm still here for coffee and card every week. I'm still with Craig on paper crafts and piano, but I want to do more, and I want to start more in-person classes. Anyway, so I wanted to set up for a while, offering almost like a virtual assistant business, but it's not a virtual assistant. And I was looking at what skills I've got. So I'm setting up, or in the process of starting, technically from April, once I've worked my notice period. I'm just using the time now to find clients. I'm setting up a social media services business to do social media for companies for businesses who are struggling to find the time to do it themselves, or they don't understand it, or they're not very good at it, or they don't feel like they're creative, and I can do graphics and things like that. And it's called Peachy Keen. I will just type this here so you can find me, and I would love a follow, please. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at the moment, called Peachy Keen Social Media. And there's a little post on today about why I've called it Peachy Keen. Let me see if I can find my little tag that's been lost. I found it on the floor, must have dropped out. So yeah, I'd love a follow or a like or a share, and if you do know anyone who might be interested, it can be all sorts of businesses. I've had quite a lot of inquiries from people who make jewellery for ballroom dancers, to fashion, people who are selling fashion clothing, to a guy who's a singer-songwriter, to someone who runs a dance school, someone who runs a community magazine. Had all sorts of inquiries, which is great. Okay, so I'm going to stamp on here. You can just, this is from the Stylish Shapes, by the way. You can just fit in happy birthday. Okay, and I think I'm going to do niece because it's going to be our niece Grace, Grace's birthday this month. So I'm going to do this one for her. So you can just fit, oops, happy birthday across the top of this banner. Oh, you've got a full moon. That sounds exciting. I always practice on here. Yeah, that's all good. So Kayla, if you have a look, there's a little, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a little bit of a backstory today into why I've called it Peachy Keen. So there we've got a happy birthday. Did I just knock that with my head? No, I don't think so. I hope so too, Barb. I mean, most of them are people who I know, but they've got in touch with me. One person is a friend of someone who I don't know, which is really good. So I just need to make sure that I follow up. But I sent 8. I dealt with 8 inquiries on over the weekend, which was fabulous. If I can get half of them on board, that would be brilliant. I'm going to actually do this pink. Now, I didn't say that you needed Flirty Flamingo, but I think I'm going to do this one pink for Grace. She's actually not a pink kind of girl. She plays football and hockey, and she's very much not a girly girl, but I thought I'll just bring out the pink of the umbrella and the papers. So yeah, I'm excited to do more with Stampin' Up again as well. I have noticed I've got a couple of new customers in February, which I'm very, very grateful for. So if you are watching, thank you. So I'm hoping things are picking up again on that respect. Yeah, we bought those T-shirts last year, and I bought one for Paul. I think he so rocks it, the T-shirt, better than I do. But yeah, we've got matching T-shirts. In fact, I've just found some pajamas. I'm always looking for things that have got peaches on them. So when we had the stamp set, the peach stamp set, and those peach papers, obviously, I absolutely adored it. And Paul Peach is actually a GP, he's a doctor, and he specialises a little bit in mental health and things like that now, and addiction and things. And he likes to be known as Dr. Peach, not in a professional capacity, but to his friends. So when I did a Stampin' Up Demonstrator day and we used the peaches, he did a little wellbeing talk for us about why it's important to have hobbies and things for your mental health from the perspective of a GP practitioner, which was really lovely. Okay, so I've not even told you anything about the card. I've been rattling on about my new business, but anyway. So I'm sure you can see what I did. Well, I did. I was telling you about the colours. So what I'm going to do now is I've changed this up. I've ended up with a mucky mark over here. I think I've touched my face with makeup. So the joy of this is, instead of having that there and that there, I've got a dirty mark there. No one needs to know. That's how I designed it, Julie. Turn that over there. Now, can you see? That looks too heavy to that side. It doesn't look right. Am I a little bit dark in the screen in here today? Should have put my lamp on. So I'm just going to move that over to there and then pop that there. Pop up with some foam pads. I do love these papers. He is a superstar. And he used to be my ballroom dance partner. We used to dance together. We were the over 35s cha-cha-cha winners in, oh gosh, what year was it? 2014, I think. Nearly 10 years ago. Oh my goodness. That was just the funniest time. We danced at Blackpool and it was the finals. And there was one bit that we did in, I think it was in the semi-final. Everything that could go wrong in each round went wrong. And then in the final, we danced really well. And in the semi-final, another couple danced in between us. We did a move where you turn out from each other. And another couple went down. So I turned round and there was another man. There was another man in front of me. It's hilarious. Well, it wasn't hilarious at the time. So I'm going to pop that there. And there we have our 2 cards. So just Just moved it a little bit, moved it over a little bit. I've got 14 of you on. So if you did miss me live, I apologise again. I started at 10 today because I have to leave the house at dead on 11, and I couldn't risk it that I would be there because I've got an important appointment. So yes, that is today's card. What time are we on? Oh, 20 minutes, that's all we've done. I've told you about the next round of coffee and card. I've told you about the in-person event on the 16th. We've still got seats left for the 16th, Sunday the 16th. I should share next week's card with you then, shouldn't I? Let me grab that. Oh, I love this card. I cased it from a Dutch Demonstrator, and I absolutely love it. Let me just... It's a bit of a get well card, really. Well, or a thinking of you. And it's this one, using just the umbrellas. So no cute little creatures, and a little bit of twine here. And it says, you're in my thoughts. So, you know, this stamp set is the sensational stamp set. Not only have you got the family names, but you have got, you know, happy birthday, thanks, congratulations, you're in my thoughts, from your to my, love, wonderful, and, you know, best ever. It's great. So you're in my thoughts works really, really well. So it does work well with the umbrellas. It's not just about the cute creatures. And yeah, so it was a lovely Dutch demonstrator who I did case this card from. So we shall make that next week, and I'm looking forward to it. So if you do have a blending brush or a sponge and some pale blue ink, that will be good to have for next week. And there are the cards today. We'll finish off with those. So I will, I think I'll turn the camera back round and say goodbye to you. 22 minutes. Ta-da! So thank you for watching, and thank you, Kayla in Tasmania. That's amazing, for chatting along with us this morning. I've got my little biscuit still to finish and my coffee. So I'm going to have that now and then get ready to go to my appointment. I'm actually also this afternoon, it's going to cost me a fortune. I'm going for my eyes testing. It's been 2 years, and it's time for new glasses. And I'm very, very, very attached to these ones. Not only because I really like them and they're quite plain, but also I got married wearing these glasses, you know, and it's not, you don't find many brides who wear glasses. So I'm going to have to keep them and get some new ones. I think I might go funky, but we'll see. Oh, thanks, Ali. Yes, we went to visit our new house. So not only have we got like loads of stuff going on, I'm setting up a new business and everything, but we're moving in hopefully 5 weeks. It was lovely. We had an official viewing round the house yesterday, stuff all over. There was a guy tiling the bathroom. There was a guy putting the sink in the kitchen. So it's really, although it looked like utter chaos, upstairs in the bedrooms, everything's done. In the bedrooms, a craft room, oh my goodness, wait until you see the view from the craft room all across the moors. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, but the thing is, Wendy, I could have new lenses put in the old frames, but I'll have to leave my glasses there and have no other glasses to use while I leave them at the shop. I don't know if they can do them there and then while I wait. I did think about that. I might ask about that today. So yeah, so upstairs in the bedrooms, all that we need doing is painting and carpets. The bathroom, they was just finishing off the tiling, so he'd not put the sink in because it was in the way of him tiling. So that's nearly done. So upstairs is done. The ensuite's all good to go, just needs painting. And then kitchen, the hob and the cooker is being fitted on Friday, and then that's done. That just needs painting and flooring. And downstairs in the lounge, it's just painting. and they've tarmacked the drive today. The garden's all done. So we're actually looking at being about 94% complete. So hopefully, we were hoping to be in by the end of the month, but we're not sure. I'm just hoping that we're in for Easter weekend because it would be lovely. Hi, Fiona. Sorry you've missed me. I'm about to leave. I started at 10 today. I did put a little note on social media because I have got an important appointment this morning, so I couldn't do 10:30. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Thank you for joining me. Have a lovely Tuesday, and we will see you tonight. I can't wait to show you the view from the craft room. In fact, I'm thinking of, I'll have to do a post every week, this week's view from the craft room across the seasons. But yeah, we'll see you tonight for Paper Crafts and Piano. Thank you. Bye.